Okay.
Yellow skull.
We already had the yellow skull?
We picked it up on the last level. You
Oh,
gotta
that's
pick it
right.
up
We
new
just
every
different
time.
level now, right? Okay.
Because I guess hell has a pretty decent, like, security system built
Yeah.
into it. Like, I don't know.
I would think so, yeah. Anyway.
Ugh.
Oh, this looks weird. This is interesting. There's some different kind of colors in here.
We've been in here before.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I like this wall here.
Came
Anyway.
in through that green portal.
Anyway. How did we meet Archie? He came to the town, right, on his airship?
Yeah, we were holding up in the town hall where we killed the mayor or whatever, and then he showed up in an airship.
That's right. Okay, so we killed the mayor. I killed the mayor.
Archie was played. He was a character brought in, so that a friend of ours can play with us. James.
Shout out to James. He's probably watching this episode.
Yeah, his wife has her own channel that she does stuff on.
Oh yeah, if you guys go to our main page and you see Friends of the Mortals,
we have 2 now.
Yeah, we have 2 friends.
She's the other one.
Look at that. How many friends do you have? More?
Thought so. Oh.
Anyway, so yeah, we brought our boy James want to play D&D with us, and we're inclusive. We like to bring people in. Little did we know what we were getting ourselves into. Dude, this looks like a boss room, dude. Well, it's a something room.
It's a problem. I mean, I'm not saying it isn't.
Okay. So we were surrounded in this building, and James rode in, much like the protagonist of a Final Fantasy game, on his airship.
Yeah, he was our Sid.
Yeah, and God, yeah, and rappelled down and helped us fight off the town guard of this podunk fucking town, which we basically massacred. Because they didn't like our wizard.
Sounds like a good reason to massacre a town.
Then we decided we would go with him. Now, if I'm not mistaken, we brought our prisoner with us, right?
Yeah.
What was the name of this prisoner? Do you remember?
Was he Paperbag?
No, Paperbag was the bird guy, the harpy thing.
Oh. Fucking dying.
That's why we... Anyway. We brought our slave guy with us. I mean, prisoner. I keep saying that, and I think it's funny that
At this point, he was a hostage.
He was a hostage.
The slave
I keep calling him a slave, but it's unintentional. It's like a Freudian slip at this point.
The slave, he was ultimately, wasn't he?
No!
I thought...
No, he wasn't, which is why I'm pissed I keep calling him a slave. Anyway!
You're like Mandela, or what, Mandela effect?
Mandela effect.
Yeah, you're like Mandela affecting me to think he was a slave.
Right? Yeah, no, me too. Anyway. So we got on this airship with this dude, because he seemed like a bro at the time. Now, I don't really know where to go to relay the rest of this story from here. I think next we went to, like, the nearest town and we interacted with the Red Wizard.
Maybe.
Isn't that what happened next? I don't know how much of it we want to tell, because I don't know if I can convey the awesomeness of the Red Wizard.
Okay, nah. Fuck that. I love the Red Wizard, but nah, that's not the point of this story. What we need to get into is Archie.
So over the course of our adventures, we went to the nearest town and we started to learn more about where we were and what happened to the world, and it turned out that we had gone into a portal. We kind of said this earlier. We had gone into a portal that led us, like, I don't know, 1,000 years in the future or something, and some sort of an apocalypse took place in the past, which it turns out is what we were trying to stop without realizing it before we went through the portal. And since we went through the portal...
We weren't there to stop.
Yeah, and these guys succeeded in basically destroying the world and laid waste to much of the world. So, we were learning this, and we were playing the game, we were doing some shit, and we were finding things out. And over the course of this, we start to learn that Archie, who was an artificer, basically like an engineer medic. He was our healer. And we started to learn that he was a total piece of shit.
He was he was an alchemist and made his own drugs.
Yes.
And was into that.
He was basically an opium meth crack addict.
We fought some harpies.
That's right, yeah, they attacked our airship.
Yeah.
And we took one prisoner because we were just doing that at the time.
Broke his arms.
Yes.
And, we kept that as a sex slave.
Yeah, sex slave.
We did not condone it.
But it was his ship, so we were like, whatever.
Yeah, we kind of owed him a ride.
Yeah. And this thing did kind of try to kill us, so
And it's not like it was a sentient creature. I mean,
kind
it
of
was.
was.
It was a fucking.
It was semi-sentient.
It was basically a sky goblin, man.
Yeah, but goblins are also semi-sentient.
Yeah, but fuck goblins.
So, basically, Archie started making our prisoners into actual slaves for various heinous acts, while also doing shitloads of drugs.
Didn't he try to kill a little girl, too?
Well, what happened was we were in a town, and this little girl, like, stole, like, an ignorably tiny amount of money from Zam, my character. And...
You know how, like, you and your friends are, like, into, like, a TV show or a game or something, and then there's this one kid that, like, you know him, from school or something, and he finds out you guys are into this thing, and then all of a sudden he's, like, almost showing off, like, how also into it he is,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, like, just way too much enthusiasm. He's really annoying. You didn't want to hang out with him anyway, but he's trying so hard to bond with you over this fucking thing.
Yeah.
That's kind of how Archie was with our group's, how we've always got each other's back loyalty.
Yeah.
Yeah, so whenever that little bit of money got stolen, where the rest of us were like, oh, fuck it, we've got literally millions of dollars.
Well, I did start to chase her down. I did chase her down.
On reflex, but...
Yeah, but I wasn't,
You gave up easily.
I wasn't gonna kill her. I didn't give up. I was chasing her. I was on her, but I wasn't, gonna kill her or anything like that. But yeah, I know what you mean, because as we were chasing her down, Archie fucking whips out his fucking crossbow and takes a shot at this fucking 6-year-old girl's head. Well, she's like 10, whatever. We've already established I don't know the difference.
Yeah.
She was like 10, a young preteen. So he tries to shoot this little girl. And my character Zam is right next to this girl. And I end up taking this shot because I don't want to see a little fucking girl get shot for 5 pieces of gold. Which is enough to buy like a day's worth of bread.
Something like. But we were living in like a Nazi economy, so.
It was pretty shitty. So Archie shot me. That was just another in a long line of notches on the "we need to kill Archie" belt. Eventually, we came to the realization that we cannot sustain this relationship with this guy.
Oh, fuck.
And we decided that we were going to need to get rid of him one way or another. Oh, he's doing the thing for the trailer!
Nice. He's glitching through a wall while he does it, but
yeah,
it's still cool.
It's never as good, expectation versus reality.
Right.
So we came to the decision together as a group that we needed to get rid of Archie because he was a real piece of shit. And... oh, there was something else I wanted to say, wasn't there? No, it was just a slave thing. He started taking a lot of slaves. Like, every single person we let live, he wanted to take them as a slave. I think at one point we had like 3 or 4 slaves that were Archie's.
He kept a dwarf that we robbed.
Yeah, there was the dwarf. There was we let the armless guy go in the town, but there was the dwarf
because he was ours. You and I brought him in. So
yeah,
we
that's
were
right.
allowed to decide what to do with him.
There was a dwarf. There was paper bag, and there was also that lady who was the member of that cult that blew up the town.
Oh yeah, she was like a war prisoner though.
Doesn't make it okay.
Well, I mean, we needed her for information. Nothing happened to her.
We did.
I think. What did we wind up doing with her? We throw her overboard?
We did kill her eventually. Or no, we turned her in, didn't we? Turned her into someone else. Whatever. Fuck it. No one cares.
Yeah.
The point was he started taking slaves and he was doing a shitload of drugs and he was literally shooting us in the back. And we decided we need to get rid of this guy. The problem was that Archie's airship was bound. Basically, it was a dead man switch. If anything happened to Archie, his airship would blow the fuck up. We needed that airship to get around because we were in this desert-ass wasteland hellhole. So without the airship, we would have been pretty fucked.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what we ended up doing is we found Marvin in this world. We found Marvin Manhammer after...
yeah, Stark got done training or whatever and had time to play with us again, so we brought Marvin back to life.
Yeah, after a while of searching, we found him. We kind of found out pretty early on where he was because Bruce described to us a scenario where one of these... someone really badass got fucked up, and we were like, okay, that's where Marvin is.
Yeah.
Basically. So, we knew where he was, but eventually we got around to going to find him. And we found him, And Marvin, we tell Marvin about Archie. We go and we have a little huddle up with our three, the three amigos reunited. We have a little huddle up around the campfire, and we're like, all right, here's the deal. We need to get rid of this fucking dude because he's fucking crazy as shit. And Marvin's like, okay. So the next morning we go over to the airship. Marvin grabs Archie and like... Hold on, do you want to save this till next time?
Just finish the sentence, man.
Marvin grabs Archie, rips out his fucking eyes. What else did he do to him? Ripped out his fucking eyes.
I think we took out his tongue, too.
No, he's still... Wasn't he still...
No,
Whatever.
we didn't want him talking anymore.
We ripped out his eyes, ripped out his tongue, basically horribly crippled him, and then tied him to the bow of the ship like one of those mermaid statues on a pirate ship, and left him there. So technically he's not dead, but he's not a part of our group anymore. No regrets. I don't feel bad at all. He was a slaving, drug-using, murdering piece of shit.
We cannot abide by that.
And, yeah. So now we still have an airship, but, we don't have an Archie anymore.
Nope.
And, that's the end of the tale of... That's the Ballad of Archie. What was Archie's last name? Did he have one?
I forget. Archie... I don't remember.
Fuck him. He's dead now anyway.
Yeah.